And what's going on, everybody? Jeff Holiday here, and I'm back playing some All the Mods 9. And where are we? Actually, we are down here, getting rid of that. And, ooh, there's another one over here, getting rid of that. So I just dug this room. I don't know if it's going to be big enough. I'm hoping it's going to be big enough, but this is now under here. Boom. Also, this is so messy up here. I should probably like do some lighting and stuff down here. Anyway, what we're doing today is we're going to be getting into the end game mechanism stuff. We're going to get into all of this because we're going to need to be able to make antimatter pellets for the All the Mods star. And first and foremost is this one. Mekanism Advanced requires quests, and yeah, we already did that. As a recap, we set up advanced ore processing facility using several gases, machinery, and more. In this chapter, we'll be using more to create powerful multi-block reactors, as well as advanced ways to create and store power, and so I'll be making the antimatter pellets, which are used to make the ATM star. So, boom. Strongest tools and weapons in the pack. I'm looking forward to that. Let's do it. I think what we'll probably do, advanced power storage. Do we have any lithium? Chemical crystallizer. We got that from the lithium dust. How do we get lithium? What? Lithium dust. Fluid sieving machine. We can get that from fermented ore meat. What? Dust. Sand, Hellforge. Okay, that's not going to help us. That's not helping at all. We get this from a chemical crystallizer, which is easy. We can make one of those super easy. Lithium comes from lithium. Do I have lithium? What? Hang on. Lithium. Raw lithium. Okay, raw lithium. I do have some of that. How do we process this? Can we process it through? Looks like we can't do anything so much as like we just gotta smelt it, it looks like. Yeah, that's fine. All right, upstairs we go. Lithium. We do not have a lot. That's pretty surprising. We usually have a lot of everything, you know what I mean? So, lithium. Boom. And nailed it. Wait. Why not? We have it. But we have it. Oh, it's not lithium. It's the wrong kind of lithium? What? How do we change this? So we have to oxidize it into... Okay. This is a little strange. Do you have an oxidizer up here? We don't. Okay, so let's make an oxidizer. Oxidizer. Where are you? Chemical oxidizer. We need a basic chemical tank. Easy. We need... I think actually that could just be a chest. Can that just be any old chest? Does it have to be a mechanism chest? Has to be okay, it's got to be a mechanism chest. That's okay. Of course we always need more chests. I should just make like a stack of chests. Oxidizer. Chest. Boom. Done. Okay, cool. We'll stick this guy right here. And we're going to throw in our lithium. And then to turn this into the proper lithium, we then need a crystallizer. Okay? Crystallizer. Where'd it go? Where's the crystallizer? Chemical crystallizer. Chemical crystallizer. Okay. We need a steel casing, easy. And we need... Yeah, let's go ahead and craft those. Boom, 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 ba boom, ba boom. Takes a minute to do because this is the ultimate control circuits, but that's okay. How we doing? We still making stuff? Oh, auto crafting complete. Sweet. I love that. I think that's great. Boom. Yeah. Crafting status, we're good. Boom. All right. And so we have a bunch of lithium. Now we need to pipe it. This is going to be a little messy, but whatever. We're just doing this for the sake of getting this done. We're going to need fluids. Is it a gas? Is it a gas? Interesting. I guess it's a gas. Gases and energy. Okay. So if that's the case, we need... This is for gases. Right, correct. Okay. And we need to grab our configurator. Boom. And then we also need... Let's see... This needs to be gases output. And it's working. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, this is messy. Something that I'm going to have to clean up in a little bit. Also, something I've noticed which is really weird. For some reason, every now and then, my food, this unlimited stir fry that I have, changes to spruce trapdoors. I have no idea why. No clue. But it's pretty weird and kind of funny, but also kind of annoying. Because I don't like it when it does things that I don't want it to do, if that makes any sense. Okay. We have this. If we want to create a massive amount of energy, we'll need a way to store all of it, and those energy cubes just won't cut it. We're going to create a customized multi-block used to store large amounts of power, but first we need to make some lithium dust. Sweet. Run the brine through another thermal evaporation plant to get lithium. Oh, is that how that works? Okay. All right, sweet. Cool. We've got that. Building the induction matrix. Almost every mechanism multi-block is built the same way. Rectangular prism structure. Edges must be made out of induction casings. Okay. We need induction ports. And best way to have 2 ports, one for input, one for output. These can be changed using the configurator. 5x5. Okay, so we need 44 induction, 55 structural. 44 induction. What does an induction casing look like? Induction casing. Bunch of steel, bunch of energy tablets. That's not that hard. Do I have the tablet set up as a crafting recipe? I do not. So that's something that we're going to want to do. Yeah. Tablet. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll make ourselves a crafting recipe for that. Boom. And then for induction, we're going to go ahead and also make a crafting recipe for it. I think so, because I feel like we're going to be utilizing induction casing for something else. Or maybe not. Well, you know what we'll do is once we've made our induction matrix, we'll just go ahead and toss that out. You know, that's not that big of a deal. We need how many? 44. 44. And boom. Sweet. Got that rocking. Next up, we're also going to need induction ports. Those are also going to require induction casings, so we're going to need 4 more of those. And actually, well, yeah, let's go ahead and just do that. 4, start. And we need structural glass. And that's really basic, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. We'll just make... How much do we need? Hang on. 55. I do feel like we use a lot of this. Any applicable multi-block? Yeah, we'll probably end up wanting to make a... Let's make a pattern for it. Whatever. Yeah. Boom. Throw you in there. Sweet. Got it. Nailed it. And then we're going to go structural. We need 55. Boom. Sweet. And then last but not least, we need that induction port done. Induction, because we get 2 per craft. We can craft that. No crafting CPUs are available. Oh, we have to wait until that thing is done. That is something that I've been thinking about, though, is I need to make more of these. Like, I need to make 4 more of exactly this. And just stick them over here in the corner. Because it is taking a minute. That's okay, though. That's not that big of a deal. While we're doing this, we can get rid of some of this stuff. Are we still making some lithium? We are. That's okay. We'll let that run. Why are you taking so long? Why are you taking so long? I just don't do a whole lot of auto-crafting, which is why I haven't made this into like some super beast kind of thing, you know what I mean? That's mostly like the motivation I've got with this, you know? So let's go ahead and make that. Crafting, crafting, crafting. Elite control circle. Got it. Nailed it. Done. Boom. And boom. Hey. What do we got? Loot reward. Nothing. And XPs. And then completing the matrix. First we have to do this. The induction matrix allows you to customize how much power you can store and transfer by adding cells and providers inside of the multi-block structure. Induction cells increase the total amount of power that can be stored. Induction providers increase the total transfer speed both in and out of the matrix. You can customize how many you want of each inside of the multi-block. You need at least one of each. These can also have higher tiers to increase your overall storage and transfer capacity. So we need induction cells and providers. I'm not going to worry too much right now. I'm just going to make the basics because I don't really feel like it's going to be mega important at this particular point in time to, yeah, let's go ahead and craft that. To try and grind it. Wait, what are we missing on that? What? Are we missing steel? Ugh. Let's just throw all of our steel back up in there. Go on. Okay, cool. Just get it out of the way. I don't want to mess with it. Boom. Get this going. We need to start. Create 2 more of these guys. Cool. Okay, there's 1. We need to craft these. We also need to make another steel casing. Make 2 more of these guys. Another basic storage cube. And done. Cool. Boom. Sure. I don't think I'm actually getting anything for that. And then completing the matrix. Once you finish building your first energized induction matrix, you'll see red particles all around the structure to show that it's complete. Don't be afraid to upgrade with higher tier cells. Observe a completed induction matrix. Okay, let's go do that. Let's go build it. So I was thinking I'm going to use this area for blood magic. So, because I want to place my reactors down here, but okay, so this is that. We're going to need to have room for 3 different reactors down here. Well, reactor. This is a turbine. This is a fusion reactor. This is a fission reactor. So, but we are going to have room for these. And I don't want to crowd it. So I almost want to just stick the induction matrix in here, but in a way that it's going to be upgradable, I guess. I can always tear some of this stuff out. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that big of a deal. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's just build it here. It's not that big of a deal. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. Yeah. 4, 5. Boom, boom. No. Why am I doing this? Here. Gimme. Gimme. Oh, you know what? I totally could have built this just like hovering in the middle of the room or up against the underside of here. Yeah, I'll probably end up moving that. I feel like that's going to happen. Yeah, but for now, we just need to build it so it's done. We do need to stick these guys in here. Okay. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. We need to stick a couple of ports. We're going to stick one here. We're going to stick one here. And then we're going to go doom, 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 doom. Boom, 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 boom. Hey. Check it out. Not bad. Not bad. All right, cool. So in theory, that should be... Why doesn't it actually give me anything anymore? It's very strange. Well, cool. We now have a completed induction matrix. And this holds... looks like 536 million? Or no. That's the EU. It holds 3.2 GFE. That's giga FE. So that's that's a lot. So yep. That's a lot. That's a lot. Matrix statistics, cool, awesome. All right, we're good. Well, cool. All right. So I'm probably gonna end up moving that just underneath here and have it suspended from the ceiling because I think that'd be kind of cool. So I'm going to get working on that, and then we're going to have to move on to working on the fission reactor. Is it what's first? It's a turbine. Huh. I guess so. Yeah, I guess next we're going to build a reactor. First, we're going to have to make all these hazmat stuff, but that's okay. What even does the hazmat require? Hazmat the lead and orange. Okay, I'm just going to make those on my own. And once I have our hazmat and I have that moved, we'll be back. All right, and we're back. So I went ahead and I stuck that up there. I actually upgraded the internals to 2 of the advanced of each. And it's working out pretty good so far. It's still filling up. Yeah, it's still filling up. Input is pretty steady. Output is pretty basic. It's just regular machines that I'm running right now. So yeah, it's getting there. Yep, still going up. And I changed this over so now it has an output into my regular network, but all of my power generation stuff that goes into it is on one called the MFE. That is kind of like a throwback to an older situation, an older Oh, I can't even think right now. An older type of power storage system. For some weird reason, and I mean really, really, really weird. The when I try and type in a T while labeling these, it just exits me out. It's very strange. I don't know what's up with that. Well, anyway, so now, oh yeah, and I also made the hazmat suit. So the hazmat suit. In this entry, these multi-block structures that generate massive amounts of fuel by burning fissile fuel. This reactor does not produce power on its own, but it generates steam to go into an industrial turbine. So we're going to have to make a turbine. Blah, 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 blah. Fission reactor could be very dangerous as a meltdown can cause explosion as well as radiation spreading over a 5-chunk radius. We don't want that. That would be bad. So we got to be careful with this, I suppose. Fission reactor building basics. We need fission casing and reactor glass. Okay. So we need to go here and reactor. It's a fission. Yes, because that's fusion. We need fission reactor casing. No, hang on. A and A. So we're going to have to set up some auto-crafting because I'm not doing all these by hand. It's going to be a big pain in the butt. Let's go here. How many are we going to need? That's a good question. We're going to need 53 and 41. Got it. 53 and 41. So, do we have a pattern for steel casing? I don't know if we do. Do we? I guess we'll find out. We're also going to have to make a bunch of enriched iron. So that's going to be kind of interesting. Maybe I will have to do this by hand. That might be the better course. So we get 4 out of each one. Let's just do that. We get 4 out of each one. So that'll be, let's say, 16, 4, 14 combinations. So we need to make 14 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Boom. Cool. And boom. Easy. All right, how many glass? We need 41 reactor glass. Reactor glass requires all of this, which means we need 11 combinations, which means we need 44 enriched iron. Right. Okay. Oh, okay. So each one of these... It takes 10 millibuckets of carbon to make it with the iron. So we're going to need 44 iron. We already have 1 enriched iron, but that's okay. I'm not going to really worry about that too much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom, boom. And then let's grab... Do we have charcoal? Because I think charcoal provides us with the best... Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Okay. Are you empty? Yes, you are. Okay, so let's see how many we get out of this. We get 20. Awesome. So for 44, we need to put 22 in, so we need 21 back in there. And boom, and boom. And that will make all of the enriched iron we're going to need for this. Not bad, not bad. Cool. We're trucking along. It's doable. It's doable. We got this. All right, so while that cooks up, like most Mekanism multi-blocks, reactors can be a custom size, and it must be cuboid. Minimum outside being 3 wide, 4 tall, 3 deep. Minimum size is here. We're going to start with a 5x5 to start with. Edges of the outer shell must be made out of fission, while the faces can either be casings or reactor glass. Reactor ports or reactor logic adapters. For now, we'll build a basic 5x5x5 fission reactor. We don't have to build it yet. We just have to have all of these materials in our inventory. So, let's go reactor glass. Boom. Done. Nailed it. Yep, got nothing for that reward. That's fun. Next up, inside the reactor, fuel control. The inside of the reactor is built up of pillars using several fission fuel assembly blocks with a single control rod assembly placed at the top. So we're going to need 2 fission fuel assemblies and a control rod assembly. Okay. So assembly. Assembly. Right here. Fission fuel assembly. We need 2 of these. Why do we not have any lead? Let's just make a bunch of lead. Boom. Boom. Get out of here. And then we need a basic chemical tank. That's easy. Actually, we're going to need 2. Boom. And a control rod assembly. So let's craft you. Wait until it's done. Do. Control rod assembly. Done. Nailed it. Got that. No reward. Awesome. Interacting with the fission reactor, we need 4 fission reactor ports. A coolant input, coolant output, fissile fuel input, waste output. Okay. And we're just going to put them around like that. Fission reactor port. Boom. Fission. Reactor. Port. We're going to need 2 of those, but that's okay. Let's just start another one. There we go. And I wonder if we're going to run out... If we're going to have to make some more fission reactor casings for doing this. It's possible. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Got it. Nailed it. Got it. And you know what? I'm just going to try clicking up here. No, still didn't get anything for reward. Cool. Done. Reactor failsafe. So, afraid of blowing up your fission reactor causing a massive radiation leak. Don't worry, we all are. How can we prevent such a catastrophic disaster? By creating a redstone circuit breaker. These are 100% guaranteed to stop an explosion, but they're nice to have. These adapters allow us to control the reactor using redstone. With just one, you can use a lever to turn on and off the reactor. However, we're going to use them for damage control. You can also set these to give off a redstone signal based on a certain condition, like damage critical or insufficient fuel. This is useful for showing up a circuit breaker to shut off the reactor if those ever happen. So, we need a logic adapter. Done. Nailed it. Boom. And then down here, example circuit breaker. So we need one more. Using some vanilla mechanics and 2 fission reactor logic adapters, we can create a simple circuit breaker to trip and turn off the reactor in case things get a little crazy. You need an observer, a piston, and another logic adapter. Logic adapter down, then skip a block above it. Oh, I see. So it breaks the circuit, basically turning it off if it gets to a critical level. I think there's other ways we can do it, but let's go ahead and make this to get it out of the way. We need an observer. Boom. Wait, I need it here. We need the fission, 1 more of these. Boom. And I think it was a piston? Piston. Boom. Is that all? Cool. Got it. And then the fission reactor interface. Once you finish placing all the required blocks to build the reactor, it should give off red particles to show that it is complete. Right-clicking anywhere on the reactor will open up the interface. This will have the information you need to run the reactor properly, as well as 2 buttons to turn on and off the reactor. On the left, you have 2 tanks, one for coolant and one for fissile fuel. On the right, you'll have nuclear waste and heated coolant, which will most likely be steam. Temperature bar will show how hot the reactor is. After a certain temperature will start taking damage, eventually cause it to explode. To adjust the burn rate, click on the I tab. Here you can adjust the rate limit, which controls how much fuel it burns per tick. Cool. So we need to observe a completed reactor. Let's see. Do we get a look at... I think it's just going to be a box. We might have to make some more of these casings. I don't know yet. But, yeah, we have to at least start somewhere. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're building. Yes, indeed. Bum, bum, bum. I have a feeling that... I have a feeling that we were supposed to have enough to fill in here. So I'm going to go ahead and make 7 more of these. And I think it was called Fission. Yeah. Let's do 2 more combinations to get us a few extras. Cool. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. And then we have to set up our 4 ports, and we'll end up having to do... We'll do our fail-safes here. And then we're going to do a port and a port, a port and a port. And let's see, we've got our these, and a control rod assembly goes on top. Then we start to fill it in. Should be pretty basic, pretty simple, and it should actually work. And we'll see. We will see. It's exciting, though. Boom. A boom. Boom, boom. And then lastly, this face. Hey. Nice. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Not bad. So, we have officially witnessed a completed reactor. Amazing. Oh, we need a sink. That's just being like, basically, hey, did you know that you can use a sink? I did. When burning fuel, the fission reactor creates a massive amount of heat. We need to make sure it's properly cooled. Give the reactor water. The sink is an infinite water source. Yep. This will be heated. Sodium can also be used as a much more efficient coolant. This allows for higher burn rates and lower core temperatures. That's good to know. So there's always a possibility of sodium. The fission reactor needs fissile fuel to run. If you look up fissile fuel, I bet you'll get overwhelmed with everything you need to make it. It's okay. You've got this. Let's take it one step at a time. It all boils down to creating uranium hexafluoride and making these 2 gases, hydrofluoric acid and uranium oxide. Okay, cool. Let's start with uranium is easy. We need an enrichment chamber and throw an ingot of uranium into it. And that's our basic solid fuel. Uranium. I made a bunch of this in our 5X ore stuff a while back. Do I not have an enrichment chamber up here? That'd be stupid. That'd be really stupid. Infusing. Enriching. Hey. Boom. Yellow cake. Let's gather some uranium ingots to make yellow cake. Uranium. I don't know why loot rewards aren't happening anymore. That's strange. Maybe I got all of it. Sulfuric acid. And then we're going to lag. Okay. We need sulfur dust. And observe sulfuric acid in a machine. Start by getting sulfur dust, either by crushing sulfur from thermal or by mixing hydrogen chloride with gunpowder. Run it through a chemical oxidizer to get sulfur trioxide. Do we already do that downstairs? We might. Let's go look. So we have the bees. The bees make this sulfur dust. So we got that. And then this stuff comes into here. Yeah, sulfur dioxide. And then this comes down to make sulfur trioxide. Yeah. Shouldn't that work? Mix it with water vapor to make... Nope, that's not where it goes. Nope, that's oxygen. Into here. Sulfuric acid. There we go. Boom! I knew that we had already done that. I knew it. Awesome. Cool. Hydrofluoric acid. Take off sulfuric acid, combine it with fluorite in a chemical dissolution chamber. Now that's going to be interesting because we do actually have to then pipe some of this. Because this right now just goes and dissolves in the dissolution chamber. So what we'll end up having to do, I'm thinking, is we're going to end up having to pipe this over. Now, I'll end up making my own setup just for the fusion reactor, but to get through this, to at least, like, kind of get started with it, I think, well... So here's the question. I've got all these machines, and they're all upgraded, but how often do I even use them to try and make as much resources as possible? There's only so many things you can make with the dissolution chamber, right? So, like, dissolution chamber. If we look at what the dissolution chamber can do, there's osmium. That's handy, but I make osmium. Copper, same. Osmium again. Gold, I make gold. I make iron. I make uranium. I have more fluorite than I'll ever need. Gold again. Tin, osmium, all of these are things that I make. I just grow with my mystic agriculture. Let's see, tin, lead, uranium, and lead. So I'm thinking that I should just take this apart. I really do. I think I should just take all this apart, pull out all the upgrades, and clean this up so that I can then look into utilizing this space as actually making a... because, wait, do we make sodium over here? Yeah. Brine extracts out and makes sodium. And sodium we can use for coolant. So I see this as definitely a win. Like, if you look at water... I guess it doesn't say what water's coolant level is, but whatever. It's not that important. But yeah, like, proof of concept is basically that using this sodium that we can get from our brine, we can use that as a coolant for our reactor. And I think that's probably the way to go. I really do. I think that's probably what we're going to do. Well, before I take a break, let's see what this is. Uranium oxide. We can send it through a chemical oxidizer to create the gas. Okay. Now we got an oxidizer upstairs. Let's go do that real super fast. And then I'm going to take a break from recording, and I'm going to clean up that whole area to get us ready to turn it into like a manufacturing process. Oxidizer. Let's see. Boom. And then it goes into here. It went somewhere. Oh, it's in that pipe. Wah, wah, wah. I wonder if we can change this to output. Only output, huh? Oh, well. That means it's going to get lost once I break it. That's fine. I don't really care. But did we finish it? No, we need to pick up the chemical oxidizer for that to register. Oh, there we go. A little bit of lag. Not a problem. Cool. Good. And then we'll get to uranium hexafluoride. So, And then we get to make fissile fuel in the isotropic centrifuge. That'll be fun. But yeah, no, I'm gonna have to go and clean. I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this stuff up too, because this is all probably gonna end up going down there as well. And look into making ourselves a factory for producing our fissile fuel. And I guess that's just where it will live. I guess so, unless I rearrange stuff even further. I'll take a look at it. I'll be back in a bit. Bye. All right, we're back. So I cleaned everything up down here. I don't remember why I have this. Oh, this is to make the HDPE pellets. That's right. This is just like a little self-contained little system. It's not hooked up to power anymore, so whatever. But we have our brine being pumped down, and this is taking the sulfur and turning it into that base chemical. Ooh, you know what? I just realized I'm going to have to stick a flux point right here. Otherwise, these guys... Oh, no. Okay. We're going to have to use some power cables for that, I suppose. Yeah, I guess so. Boom. Boom. Are there any others that need electricity on this? I don't think so. Boom. Yeah, let's stick that on a base power. Cool. Because we do need to make sure we're still producing these centrifuges. So that's pretty important. I'm not sure. Is this just full? Oh, that's why. It's because it's full. Not enough energy to operate. Right. Boom. There we go. All right, cool. Anyway, so yeah, this will continue to produce sulfur dust, which makes a, whatever it's called, sulfur dioxide. Okay, so now we're down here on this level next to our brilliant energy storage system, and we have produced this. So, sulfur dioxide comes in. This right here is an electrolytic separator. It takes the water and it separates the hydrogen and the oxygen. Right now we're just utilizing the oxygen. Oxygen comes in, mixes with that, makes sulfur trioxide. Sulfur trioxide comes down here into this machine, and it mixes with water vapor. We have water coming in a rotary condensator. Water turns into water vapor. I think that's the right way. Not enough room in output. Whatever. We'll figure this out in a minute. And then sulfuric acid dumps into here. Why does it say there's no room for it? Because there should be room for it. Not enough room in output. Well, the output is sulfuric acid. It's a gas. And it should go out there. Boom! Awesome. Okay. So now that's full. This mixes with fluorite to make hydrofluoric acid, which dumps into here. Hydrofluoric acid mixes with uranium oxide, which is, we take yellow cake uranium, and it turns it into uranium oxide, which pumps it into this. This makes uranium hexafluoride. Woof! Okay, so we finished this. We made a dissolution, observed hydrofluoric acid. Cool. And then we already observed this, infuser plus uranium hexafluoride. Boom. So next up, we need to make fissile fuel. For that, we need an isotopic centrifuge. And this is a new machine for us. Centrifuge. We need a basic chemical tank. That's not a big deal. And then we need to make 2 of these ultimate control circuits. So we'll just wait for that to be produced. And then we will throw this thing down. I think this thing is actually pretty cool looking, if I'm remembering. It's been a long time since I made one. If I ever made one. I'm pretty sure I did at one point, but, you know, it's hard to say. And it should be pretty big. Also, we're going to have to pick up all of our evil craft stuff over here, which is unfortunate. We have 33 buckets of blood. I don't know if that's going to survive. Ooh. Let's go ahead and... Well, how far does this thing go? So we have uranium oxide, hexafluoride. It goes into here. It makes fissile fuel. And then the fissile fuel is just going to go straight down into the reactor. Okay. And I think that's it. So we're going to go ahead and throw this here. And in theory, we should be able to just run a gas pipe down into it. We're going to need to power it. So let's do this. Okay, we're getting some power. And then we need pressurized tube. That is not pressurized tube. Okay, we're going to do this. Gases in. And then we'll probably do an output on the bottom. Pretty sure. And that should be able to make our fissile fuel. So for this one, gases eject out blue. And now we are making fissile fuel. Yeah. Awesome. All right, we're trucking along, man. We're trucking along. Dealing with nuclear waste. Okay. Once you start burning up fissile fuel in the reactor, we'll get heated coolant and nuclear waste. This is where the radiation kicks in. As long as it stays safely in some container or machine, you won't have any spills. Right. Best way to store any radioactive substance is using the radioactive waste barrel. We make 3 of these. To safely store the waste while slowly decaying the gas without causing a radiation spill. Let's see. So set a port to output waste and ship it to a barrel. Breaking any machine, barrel, or pipe, or anything that has radioactive gas inside of it will cause a radiation leak. That includes the products of nuclear waste like polonium or plutonium. So you need to make 3 radioactive waste barrels. Radioactive waste barrels. 1, 2, 3. Boom. No idea how we're going to deal with that because I've never had to try it. Yeah. Got booting up the reactor, and then there's building the turbine. Okay. So what I got to figure out now... Oh, yeah. Look at that. Okay. Okay. So we're just going to pipe it straight down here. It'll be on the front is going to be output. So we can go... Is fissile fuel a liquid now? I'm guessing it is? Let's see. Nah, that's not working. We got gases and energy and items. Oh, that's why. For some reason I set it on items. That's not going to help. That's amazing. Amazing. All right. Is it a gas? Yeah. Okay. It counts as a gas. And that looks like an input. Okay. And it's filling up with fissile fuel. Not bad. Not bad. And so we're also going to have to establish a coolant system. So we need a sink. And are we out of sinks? Okay. Okay. And we'll do this. One of these. One of them. Bada bing. Bada boom. Boom. I'm going to throw this here. We're going to fill it up. And we're going to throw an ultimate pipe upgrade into here because I don't want this to run out of water. All right, there we go. Our coolant tank. Cool. Booting up the reactor. Let's go through the checklist one more time to ensure we have everything. Hazmat suit on, safety first, water coolant pumping in, fissile fuel pumping in the input port, a port set to output the heated coolant either to a trash can or to an industrial turbine, a port set to output nuclear waste leading to radioactive waste barrels or machines to process it, or both. If you're ready to go, hit that activate button. Burn rate to produce more nuclear waste, but just start slow. Okay. So this is getting into it. How does this even work, though? What I'm really confused about is, and what is this? The SPS. Oh, that's the SPS. Okay. What is the SPS? What is it even supposed to be? Supercritical phase shifter. Oh, that's what makes the antimatter. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that's cool. That's a thing. So I'm going to have to look into, okay. Waste. Let's look at this. We have nuclear waste. Apparently we could throw into a centrifuge and it turns it into plutonium. Or a neutron activator and it turns into polonium. Okay, so there's polonium and plutonium. Polonium makes polonium pellets. Spent nuclear waste, I don't know what we do with. Maybe we can just throw it away. I don't know. But that's interesting. There's a lot of stuff that you need this polonium pellet for. Like, quite a lot. So, I don't know. That's definitely going to be a thing that we're going to have to do. Oh, and that's how you make the mecha suit. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Mecha suit. Yeah. And there's modules you can install into it, too. Maybe you know what? We are going to do it because I want to do everything in this pack. I want to do literally everything in this pack. Real quick, just before I take another break, I'm going to go click output waste. And this one will go to output, I want to say coolant. Output coolant. Yeah, that'll be the steam. And what I think I want to do, maybe I should build the turbine back here and do the waste here. I do. Waste here, coolant there. And we'll do the turbine over here. And then we'll process our waste stuff like right here. And that'll give us some space that we're going to make the SPS maybe back here. I don't know. It's pretty big. And then our fusion reactor over here. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm going to look into ways to get rid of nuclear waste that are going to be a bit easier than just simply pumping it into buckets. But I probably will at first just pump it into buckets. And when we come back, I think we're going to build the turbine. So I'll go ahead and what I'm going to do, I'll also go ahead and make this stuff, like the casing. I will make these turbine valves and vents, rotors, and the coil. And then we'll build it together. I'll just get all the parts done, and so we can talk about it, and then we'll come back. And I don't know, this episode's getting pretty long. That might be the end of it for just this one, and we'll do the next episode, the SPS and the fusion. So, all right, I'll be back in just a bit. All right, so I'm assuming that this is going to work. I have pressurized tubes going down, and there's a little cave under there, and I've got these barrels. Actually, I should probably just dig a hole. Yeah, just so I can get in and out, and I can keep an eye on it. But I also went through and I made all the pieces that we're going to need to make this turbine. So let's make it. Let's go ahead and make it. And we're going to have it a little bit offset from this one because I want to. 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, 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 boom. A doom, doom. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm pretty sure in this build, everything on the sides is glass. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. And we're booming. We're booming because we're boomers. At least I'm kind of a boomer. I'm a little bit of a boomer. That's okay. You know. So, it looks like... I mean, where's our glass? Did I forget to... Oh, you know what? I forgot how much glass I was even going to have to make because when I clicked on this, it uses the same structural. We need 52 structural glass. How much glass do we have this? Structural. Hey, we've got enough. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. As I was looking at this, trying to get a good view, I think that's where we put the rotor shaft. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. So with the rotor shaft like so? Maybe? Is that right? I don't know. And then we need 3 layers. I don't think that's right. Because we have these turbine vents and then these saturating condensers. Where do those go? Oh, the turbine vents actually go on the side. So I'm wondering if... Okay. The rotational complex must be placed at the top of the turbine rotor. This is then surrounded by pressure dispersers, which is the 8 ones at the top. Okie dokie. So, no. This bottom one, I do not believe is where it's supposed to go. I think it needs to go here. And then we put the rotational complex? The electromagnetic coil. Rotational complex is placed at the top of the turbine motor. And then the electromagnetic coil is placed on top of that. Okay, no, so I was right. I was totally right. We do this. We go boom. We then throw rotational complex here. Coil is here. Okay. Then we have saturating condensers should be around this thing because there's 8 of them. Boom, boom, boom. Then we're going to just go ahead and cover this in glass because I know for a fact that's how that thing goes. Boom, boom. We're going to have our input there so we can cover the rest of this. Not the rest of it because the outside has to be... what are they called? The turbine vents. Boom. We don't need to really fill this part in first because we're going to have to get around in it. Yeah, let's go ahead and put the turbine vents on. Yeah, those are saturating condensers, turbine vents. They look really similar, but they are absolutely not. They are different. And I have to remember, too, that wherever we put the output, which is probably going to be right here, is... And did I really just fill this whole thing up, even though I said I was going to put a port there? I did. I sure did. Because that's what I do. But the other one is going to turn it back into water vapor. And that is going to cause... We're going to have to get rid of it somehow. So this is... How do we... Oh, you just right-click on it. And now it's done. Okay. Yeah, great. Okay, cool. That was easy. You just right-click on the rotor shaft and it auto-places it for you. That is very helpful. Yeah. There. And there. Why do I have so much extra? Oh, it's because I didn't make the exact amount that I needed. And this is a pressure disperser? Wait. Did I use the wrong thing? Turbine vent. Pressure disperser. Where does that go? The rotational is surrounded by pressure dispersers. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I figured that out. That would have been weird. Definitely wouldn't have worked then. So we got to fill this up with these. It is a little bit complicated, but after we had to deal with, what's it called? After we had to deal with that other stuff, it was, what was it? Extreme reactors. There we go. Not bad. All right. I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. So looking at this thing, I believe we're set up for success. I still don't know if nuclear waste is a gas, but we'll find out. We will find out in just a minute. I thought the water would come out of the turbine valve. I had to look around. It actually will come out of any of the vents. Now, the other thing, though, I don't know where the power comes out. I'm not sure. Maybe it comes out through this valve? But we have fuel tank, coolant tank. Ooh, baby. Set rate limit. Okay. So we're making steam, but nothing is coming out. Okay. That is so loud. Hang on. That is incredibly loud. Wow. Here, hang on. There. I'll turn it down on my mixer. Wow. That is still unbelievable. Okay. I'm just going to mute it for now. I'm just going to mute it. So, can we... Okay. What is this thing set on? Configurator. Rotate, empty, configurate. Gases, pigments, fluids, items. Okay. Is that coming out? Output waste? No. Output coolant. Okay. And now that's starting to turn. Okay. And it is producing 1.13 KFE a tick. Okay. All right. Sure. Let's get our fluid trash can. We'll stick this right here. And we will configure this to pull water out. Okay. So it's doing something. It's doing something. Okay. So we have waste tank empty, heated coolant tank. Cool. We could probably turn this up quite a bit. But it's more important that it's proof of concept that it's working. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we have plenty of fissile fuel. This is on. It's spinning the rotor. Now, the big question is, where does the power come out of? Does it come out? It does. It does come out of there. Do we have some kind of battery? Energy. Cool. No energy in this ultimate energy cube. So let's try this. Boom. Yep. And that's where you get the power. Okay. Hey. All right. Not bad. Guys, we scram. All right. We're just going to disable it. Turn the thing off. Let this whole thing cool down. All right. Yeah. And this will keep turning for just a little bit longer, and we'll get all the steam clear. And yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. So look, we've made some headway. Let's hide the sink in our screenshotty. Yeah. There we go. So we have officially made a fissile fuel production system. We've made the reactor, the fission reactor, and we've made the Mekanism turbine. That's pretty good. If we go over here, creating power with the turbine, and it's official, boom, we're done. So from there, we already have booting up the reactor. This is what we need. We completed that. We're good. Next up, we have to look into how we're going to make things like polonium pellets, which we make from nuclear waste, plutonium pellets, which we make from also nuclear waste. So that is going to be the next thing that we do as we start working towards the SPS and the fusion reactor. So that's going to be pretty exciting. We're going to do that in the next episode, but thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you. Hope you have an awesome day. From my family to yours, take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.